Well, weird thing happened. I loaded up my save and I'm here. I don't know where here is, but I am here. I saved in my bunker. But it's 8 AM on day 9 now, and I'm outside and there's a car with blood all over the handle. Oh, well, at least that's an extra height. Maybe they've patched in cars, so they've got an extra hiding space in the street. Okay. Well, that's an odd thing that's happened. Okay, the hatch is only here. That's weird. I don't know why it's never... I've saved in the hatch before. I normally go back to the hatch to save, if I can help it, just because it's generally a bit safer down here. That's so weird that it put me up there. Alright, well I was going to say let's go to the garden, because I've got my fast travel. So... It's quite a lot of... I feel like I should have more, but I've only been to these 2 islands, so... Is that a whole extra island I could have gone to? Oh, God. No, okay. I thought the garden was somewhere I'd been. I thought the garden was where I came from, but apparently not. Okay. I'm now really curious about what this area is. I never noticed that there was a road that just led over here as well. And I've just missed an entire area of the game. Well, whatever. I've got... Let's go do this one, because I've got the Night Blooming Nonsuch from my inventory, so... Do you know what? I was saving up for the choking out a Bobby ability. But there's an ability, yeah, that one, OU, that makes... Basically means I can run around and people won't get angry, which would be a time saver, because it's really annoying just having to walk around. But I've only got enough points to buy that. I still need another 13 points. So there's no point in me getting any of those for the time being. Walking it is. So I looked up what the deal is with the joy bar as well. I think it did explain this to me and I just didn't pay attention. Well, I mean, I definitely didn't pay attention, because if it did explain it to me, I didn't read it. So the bar around the outside is your addiction level. When that reaches all the way round, you have a... Oh, you overdose, and you have to wait a little while. Now, apparently in the beta... Shush. Apparently in the beta, it was a lot cooler, because what would happen is you would have your overdose, and you'd pass out, and when you'd wake up, because the map's randomly generated, it would change the entire map, and you would lose all of your markers, which is annoying, but it's actually kind of a cool mechanic, because it's like, hey, you've overdosed on joy, you've lost your memory, now you have to relearn the map, because everything's moved and changed. And then you just basically start over again. Now, apparently, it doesn't do that, and you can just like hide for like 45 seconds or a minute or two, and you'll just go back to normal and it'll be fine. So I don't really see what the point of it anymore is. Even still, I'll try not to overdose on joy. You don't need it. So, hi. There you go.
A bouquet? You're a gentleman and a scholar. It's just, I never know what to say. She's so sparkling and I'm a bit of a clot.
Maybe I could sort of hide in the bushes and tell you what to say.
Are you good with the ladies?
I'd like to think I've a way with words.
Oh, brilliant!
Yes, I'm very
I'll give you
good.
these when she comes back.
I implied my
usually
my
comes.
old friend Sally was a strumpet. I'm excellent with women.
Oh, flowers. Benedict, I just don't know if I'm the right girl for you.
Darling, without you, I'll fade away just like these flowers.
Darling, without you, I'll shrivel up and die, just like these flowers.
Oh, that's awful. I think we should forget about
Don't ad
me.
lib. Okay, mate. I mean, I'm all for, you know, love and everything, but no means no. Like, if she's not interested, just give up. There are literally like 100 doped up women in this town. Just go for one of them.
I could never forget you.
But Beatrice, oh, I could never forget you. Oh, I could eat all the joy in the world and you'd still be stuck in my head like one of those songs that goes round and round and round and you can't stop it and it's driving you
What did I say
crazy.
about ad-libbing?
Don't ad-lib.
Yes,
So
thank
now
you,
I'm a bad
Arthur.
song.
Benedict, you just, I literally good dude. Just, you know, I know you. You're a nice guy, but that's just not enough, mate. If she puts headphones in, you're finished. Just trust me on this.
Look, you never know when you'll see someone for the last time. And then they're gone. And you wish you hadn't said all those things.
You never know how long you have with people.
What?
Just take me for a little while. I'm not that awful, really.
Oh, all right. I suppose it is better than being alone.
I don't
owe
like.
it all to you. Here, I want you to have my mojo.
Ew,
Cheerio.
I don't want your mojo. Oh, I can make tea though. That's good. I don't like that you succeeded. I feel like you should have lost. I think that's a bad message to send. It's just, you know, if you just keep pestering women, eventually they will decide that you are preferable to loneliness. I mean, none of the messages in this game are particularly great, but that one especially is just, no. What does Mojo do, anyway? I can make tea now, but it uses up 5 of my teacups. I need those. 5 teacups. I bet I don't get the teacups back when I drink the tea either. I bet I'm the kind of animal that throws his teacups over his shoulder when he drinks them. Ugh. Smell like a doctor. Doctors no longer sniff you out. Doctors cannot detect you by smell for a short time. Is that... Okay, apparently that's a problem I need to worry about. I need to worry about doctors sniffing me. Cool. Right. Good. Good. That's one more quest down. There definitely weren't cars on the street before. Were there cars? Now I'm really thinking, now I'm sort of racking my brains thinking, were there cars in the game before and I just didn't notice them? And I forgot that you could hide in cars. Part of me does wonder, because all these people are named, if I just kill all of them, will they go away? Alright, it's just to wear a boiler suit, but it doesn't tell me where to get a boiler suit. Wear a boiler suit. Okay, so I need to find a boiler suit from a different mission, I guess, because this isn't telling me what to do.
All right. What?
Yeah. Okay, so it wants me to open the gate. I guess I could bribe the Bobby here, but I don't know what the point of me going in there is at the moment, because I do have a gas mask, which is fine, but...
Stop jumping, you bloody rabbit.
Sorry.
Now.
Hang on,
you're
everyone
the
else is
right
allowed to
side
jump.
of
They're
the
all
law.
splashing in the puddles and stuff. Why can't I jump? It's discrimination, I tell you. Right, do I have to bribe both of you? You
Would
two.
you like this?
Well, that is quite kind of you. Normally, ours is a thankless profession.
Thank you for the free truncheon. I don't know. I guess you just got drunk and dropped that, but cool. Oh, goddamn, I don't have an electroshock shocker. I need an electroshock shocker. Someone. I'm going to take your apple. If I keep bribing you with scotch, do you eventually fall over? Because I have a lot of scotch. I've stolen a lot of scotch and I've got nothing else to do with it, so... Let's hold on to that, though. Hide in the bushes and eavesdrop on the bobbies. Ah, that's another thing I'm noticing as well, actually. There doesn't appear to be any joy barriers. I'm wondering if they've patched them out. They were annoying, in fairness, and it was they were mostly just
lived in.
Okay. They were annoying, in fairness, so I can understand why they took them out, because it was literally just, oh, I can't go down this street. Well, rather than take joy, I'll just go round the long way. So they weren't really stopping anything. They were just kind of an impediment to enjoyment. So I'm happy that they're gone if they are gone. That one's like a plot one, though, to get into the church, something that counts. But yeah, I'm not seeing any other joy detectors. That's cool. So I found these bobbies earlier, and I did hide over here, but I guess I didn't hide close enough. I need to hide in those bushes.
Ah, that's a shame, that is. I told you to leave the moon juice alone, Eddie. What were you thinking? Going near a spanker like that? You never had the common sense that God gave an ordinary bowl of porridge, did you? What am I supposed to tell Sarah then? Can't exactly tell he had died heroically in the line of duty, can I? Wish you'd joined the force with me. What a shame. What a shame.
I quite like the bobbies because
Thank God for the spankers, right? We can't have downers breaking the pumps any time they want a bucket of moon juice.
What would Eddie need motorline for, anyway?
Maybe he had an hobby.
What? He was using it to power a set of model trains? Nah, that's not like Eddie.
Oh, no.
Oh, he had a sort of aversion to details.
Maybe he was setting rat traps in the sewers. You'd need a torch for that.
Yeah, traps require long-term planning, to which he also had a sort of aversion.
Well, he wasn't bloody drinking it, was he? What are you getting at?
I wonder if Lionel Cashier is dealing in contraband motorline.
You might be right. Maybe we should pay him a call.
I'm just glad the spanker didn't spark up the motorline. Can you imagine? With half the fire department off on holiday.
So, yeah, I was going to say I like the bobbies because they're not like two-dimensional, just like really villainous. They're actually just like normal dudes, but for some reason really tall. But they just are otherwise like completely normal guys, like just trying to keep the peace. Search the corpse. I don't think I can I?
Oi! Get out of there!
I hope you like this sort of thing.
You're Hogarth.
I'm right chuffed to
I just
know
want
the
you to know that I
constabularies are
appreciate what you
appreciated.
do.
Okay, so Scotch is my best weapon against bobbies here. This works lovely.
Well, that's dreadful decent
Oi.
of you.
Hang on, I bribed you both.
Doing there?
You're gonna get
Oh, why? I bribed you both!
Put that down!
Well, I've murdered these people, and I failed the quest. I'm a bit annoyed about that. I don't know why that caused me to fail, but okay. Bobbies actually not that hard to kill. They just block a lot. More than anything else. So I'm not sure what I was supposed to do there, because I bribed both the bobbies. So surely that should let me trespass. I thought that was what was the point of me bribing them? Whatever. Right. Well, that's great. That doesn't give me anything, really. Oh, my lovely shovel's all broken as well. Oh, this is the worst. What weapons have I got? Okay, I do have a nice truncheon. If I do so myself, ladies. Right, I'm not doing very well on the quest front. I failed one. I can't do one without the boiler suit. I can't do two without the electroshock shocker. And I can't get to the other one. So... search the corpse. I did search the corpse! In my defense. Kind of annoyed, and that's just going to sit there forever uncompleted now, I guess. Unless it resets after a time? Maybe if I forget, it will reset. I don't know. Whatever. Can't do that. 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 So, storyline missions. I feel like if a quest has a caveat that you can't just murder the bobbies, or, you know, the people in the quest, preventing you from completing the current objective, it should say that. It shouldn't say search the corpse. It should say search the corpse without murdering the bobbies that are looking at it. I feel like that's an important part of the quest, because that's my go-to. My go-to is murdering people. It's the most effective thing tool I have in my disposal. Murder. How do I get in? Oh.
Hello. I'm attempting to locate Dr. Faraday. Can you tell me where I can find him?
I'm afraid that information is not for public consumption, sir.
I can tell him where to find Bobby Hickenbotham, though.
Oh, for heaven's sake. He's not at the Reform Club again, is he? He was supposed to go to Ludzone.
Well, apparently he feels so guilty that Dr. F has been deprived of the liberties which are the birthright of every English citizen, he's gonna get his arse spanked.
Constable Bevan, I'm not the public. I'm from the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling. We're conducting an investigation into Dr. Faraday's handling of municipal records relating to the maintenance of the interinsular bridges. 2 requests have already been sent by Miss Bing to your superior requesting this information. If I have to go back to the parade, Miss Bing's next letter regarding this apparently deliberate festinence will include the name of the last person I talked to. Will that be you, Constable, or the chap who keeps the constabulary's address book?
In that case, sir, why don't you take the elevator on up to records? They'll sort you out.
Thank you. I shall.
They're going to beat me up, aren't they?
What the hell is festinence?
They deprived Dr. Faraday of his liberties, but he made all the bridges.
Oh, it's got a shiny button. Can I press it? Can I come in and press the button? Can I come in and press the button? Will you get angry if I come in and press the... It's a shiny button. Oh, I bet bad things happen when I press that button. So I'm definitely going to get beaten up by records. Definitely. But since there's no one here, it'd be nice if they put the new notes at the top rather than at the bottom. Interrogation of Daniel Douglas by Constable Jack Constable. Subject lives at number 2, Solo Street, St. George Home. Subject states the fog was particularly thick last night. He had to go to the window to shut it as his living room was becoming particularly clammy. He heard a scream, it frightened him, and he struggled too. At that, a woman came half out of the fog. She seemed to be struggling with someone. She opened her throat as if to call him, but then noticed a line of red across her throat. Then she collapsed. Then a man came out of the fog and stared at him. He says the man's face seemed oddly familiar. The man then disappeared into the fog. He was about to call for help when a woman whispered very close, "I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time." At that moment, he closed the window and went to hide under his bed. That is quite scary. At this point, the subject became quite distraught and began shouting that the constabulary must stop this miscreant forthwith. A doctor was promptly summoned, Dr. Trelawney, who administered the usual dose of joy. At this, the subject perked up a bit and departed. No woman's body was found on Swallow Street. However, a jubilator had recently passed the scene of an alleged incident. Okay, so there's a neck-slitting murderer on the loose. Other than me, apparently.
Percival Hastings, is it not?
No, it's Arthur. Percival went away.
Odd. There are some things you think you will never forget. But then, I suppose you do.
I know you. You're the one for my flashbacks.
Arthur Hastings.
But memories play tricks on you, do they not?
I'm Arthur.
You must get back on board!
How old are you, Mr. Hastings?
I'm 13. They typed my birthday wrong on the card.
So, why are you here?
No, I'm just here to take my brother to the train.
Oh. The load screen kicked in slightly too early there, but the plot thickens. Hello, Rossetti.
Lovely day for it.
Right as rain, right as rain.
Indeed. Electroshock shocker. Yay! Okay, I'm in good place. I'm in a good place. I mean, apart from the fact that these guys will murder the crap out of me if any of them spot me. To Sergeant from Constable Bevan. Dr. Verloc continues to agitate for the apprehension and detention of his former protégée, Miss Sally Boyle, claiming she purloined and absconded with his formula. To Constable Bevan from Sergeant, again, oh, it must be Tuesday. Tell Dr. V to fuck off, polite like. Even if she wasn't the only source of blackberry, the General would have our heads. Another electroshock shocker. Okay, good. If nothing else... Oh, and there's a memory in here. Because if nothing else, I'm at least getting the tools to actually complete other quests. But let's look at let's have a flashback. Assuming my memory's reliable. Oh.
But why do the Germans want children?
I don't know.
Where are they taking them?
I don't know. They won't say.
When are they coming back?
No one knows, they won't say.
Why won't they say?
Well, just shut it, Percy, just shut it. Sorry. Till the war's over, I guess. They're losing, I think.
But the radio... But the radio keeps talking about victories.
Yes, but the victories keep getting closer to Berlin.
I can't hear you.
They keep winning, but they're then going backwards.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does if they're lying.
People shouldn't lie. It confuses everything.
Yes, it really does. Yeah, Percy, you are... Yeah, you know what you're talking about. Get Dr. Faraday's fire location by any means. Oh, okay, so I need to sneak in the back there. Well, I'm going to do that, but there's also a vent here I want to explore. So, I don't know how Arthur fits in these vents, because he's very, very tall, and I'm quite clearly... My head is quite clearly going through the roof of this vent here. Oh, okay.
If they're alphabetical, maybe I can find Dr. F's address myself. F for Faraday.
I really wish I had enough points to get that choke out move. Because that would be really useful. This is tense. Just doing laps of the files now.
Oh, lovely. I'm famous.
Oh, good. Is that about me, is it? Constable should be on the lookout for a tall male downer about 11 stone, brown. I guess that's brown eyes, brown hair, glasses. Suspect may use illicit drugs to appear to be on joy, although apparently inoffensive. Subject, you don't know me very well. Subject should be regarded as violent and extremely dangerous. Assess, approach, and apprehend. But if by bad luck an unusual amount of force is required for constable safety, no one will be totally put out if the suspect goes the way of the jubilators. Faraday's location.
He certainly does have this place organised. Dr. Faraday's in Lud's Home. That's crazy. Why? And how do I get to Lud's Home? Are they renovating it?
To Mrs. Beatrice Dalrymple, from Sergeant Sargent. I recognise the need for isolating Dr. Faraday at Dunsinane House. However, you cannot ask us to patrol Lud's Home. The island is crawling with berserk wastrels infected with the plague. I can't place my constables at the mercy of mobs of homicidal lunatics spouting Old English, and if, God forbid, one of them were to come back bitten or scratched, well, that's it for good old Maidenholm. If you must appoint someone you trust to look in on her, how about Bobby Hickenbotham? If he's loyal, if not terribly rival, and if you got bitten, no great loss. Oh, hey, look! Well, this is now useful to me, so guess who's gonna get choked down? So I don't know how. I guess I just jumped up, or maybe I just got taller. Whatever the case is, you're not dead. You're just unconscious. Either way, that would have made my job a lot easier if I'd had that skill before I came in here. Maybe if I hadn't failed the other mission. Well, since I'm here in the records, let's see if there's any other records I can read. Maybe I can get some lore. I do love some lore. Okay, never mind. None of the other files seem to actually be searchable, so... Hello? Well, what good's having an ability if you can't just use it maliciously?
What's all that about Bobby Hickenbotham? He's supposed to check up on Dr. Faraday, but he's at the Reform Club instead, getting his arse spanked? He must have some sort of ID that lets him cross to Lud's Home. Maybe I could borrow it.
Yay! Let's go to the fetish club. Ah, yeah.
The Reform Club? This is where that chap is supposed to be getting spanked, isn't he? The one with the credentials for crossing the bridge to Lud's Home. I wonder if I can borrow his paperwork while he's busy being punished.
So gonna be...
I have the oddest feeling about this place. Like I should come back. Maybe not during the day.
Well... come back after 9 PM. So it's 4 PM. I could wait and just go and do this. But I did get some electroshock shockers, which means I can go and do this quest now. And since it's given me such a... Since it's been such a bloody ball ache so far, let's go and do that. I'll get spanked in a bit, don't worry. I know you're sat there going, oh, but Jack, man, we wanted to see you get spanked. We wanted to see you get spanked. And not the electric kind of spanking. We've seen that happen quite a lot. Just, you know, the regular old-fashioned kind of spanking. You know, the kind your grandparents did. So I have these shock grenades, which apparently are effective against machines, but... Okay, yeah, that was pretty effective. Hurt me, but at least now I won't be getting spanked by that. As we've mentioned, the only spanking I want is the good old-fashioned kind. Right, here we are. So, beep, boop, bop.
Doesn't he ever have a cleaning lady in? You could grow things in here.
Where is he? Okay. I can hear him sleeping somewhere. So, okay, this... I've still got to disable Nick's security. Getting in here hasn't really helped me. Can I jump this? Nope. Okay, and that doesn't do anything either. Good to know. Sound. Don't stop shocking me.
You almost think he doesn't like unannounced visitors.
Ow! Bloody sausage.
Heavens, what's that smell? Like rancid cat with an overlay of... Well, he's been smoking something, hasn't he?
I'm sure that... Oh, it was a metal shutter. I needed to... Alright, I remember now. I needed to disable the security so the metal shutter would go back up. But then I have a feeling the metal shutter only came down because I triggered the alarm. So maybe if I hadn't triggered the alarm in the first place... Oh, whatever. We're in now. Hey.
Who are you? You're not going to...
I'm the Sandman. Go back to bed.
Just lie down.
Hopefully Nick wasn't too attached to her. Or she wasn't important. Teacup! Thank you. Joy. No. Where's my... There. Hang on. There. Ah! That. I should press Y when I pick these things up. I don't know why I don't do that. Eat it after you memorize it. Remember, number of times Eddie and I shagged. God, I miss Eddie. Number of gold records songs. Number of songs the one. I was going to say, I thought it was like 11,220. Hang on, my brain's gone funny. 112,604 times. I thought, bloody hell. I mean, that's an impressive amount of shagging, and also just that you kept count. But no, it's 11. 24 gold records, 4 songs that weren't total rubbish. Good. I dreamed I was a golden rod, my altar... I'm not going to really sing that. Oh, it's a song about Sally. God, Sally does get around, doesn't she? I mean, that's, you know, her... I know, I'm not slut-shaming, but, you know, good. Blue ovals, everything's... What do the French call a shit wine you still drink? Bouvable? It all lacks a certain je ne sais quoi. Everything lacks a je ne sais quoi. I wish I knew what it was. I think Stuart gave me someone else's prescription. I'm not doing an accent because I don't know what Nick sounds like. Someone who needs to calm down, I guess. Green capsules. I see London, I see France. I love my favourite underpants. Woo, dizzy. Little gelatin pyramids. Many are my names. I'll speak in tongues and all shall fear. Up and down the world I'll walk. I am the light, I am the light. Headache like a beast afterwards. Wish I had biscuits. Red. Are these just the different types of drugs he's been taking? Red blotting paper plus paracetamol. Can't shake the feeling I'm just a character in someone's story, and someone's already decided how it's all going to end. But it's not real, and I'm just going to keep going around. So long as they keep telling that story, I'm doomed to go around and around and again, probably dying the exact same way every time. No wonder the greatest achievement for the Hindus is to get off the wheel. Do I even have real fans? Have I ever seen them? How do I know they're real? What if my memory isn't real? I can't make out their faces. Or I can, but all their faces are the same. This is one girl face and one boy face. They even move the same way. I think, therefore I am. But do I really think, or am I just saying that? So red blotting paper plus paracetamol makes Nick apparently incredibly aware that he's in a video game, which is nice. Grey, go away. This manifesto is in dead rain. I want my money back. Rocket, I'm flying. I can go anywhere. Jesus, I could kiss that girl. She's a fucking genius. Blast off. Great names with bollocks. Tastes like joy. I think I just emptied out some joys and squirted colour water inside. I've had farts more enlightening than these. I've got to go visit the Interplanetary Travel Agency, but that would mean going outside. I'm not sure I'm up to that. Fuck, where is she? Why doesn't she make house calls anymore? Nick! There you are, Nick. Maybe I should have talked to you before I read all your files so I knew what you sounded like.
Duck! Sorry.
The very large bats. No?
Listen, they're waiting for you down at the church.
You got any bennies? Hoopos? Oh, come on, man. You didn't bring an offering? I am the Lord thy God. Dizzy.
Why don't we drink some tea? Oh, and how about a nice cold bath?
A bath? Yeah. I was going to have a bath.
Okay. Talk Nick out of the bathroom. Do I need to? Really? I feel like I'm going to rob him first. Then we'll see about that. Alright, there's nothing out here that I want to steal, so...
The fans forget, man. They forget.
And this is why we mustn't disappoint them.
I used to be bottled power, man.
Oh, God. The power cell.
I'm not going to drink it. I learned that lesson.
Brilliant.
Now he can understand. He can hear women's thoughts.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've already taken his mask and wig, so yeah. Oh, and your panic room kill card. Okay. I have a feeling I might not have done this in exactly the right order. Apparently that rubber duck was worth 4 rubber ducks. That's a powerful rubber duck he's got there. I would expect nothing less of the Nick Lightbearer, though. But, yeah, sorry you're dead. In all honesty, there's a very good chance I would have just killed you, even if you hadn't, so... Yeah, if really, you've just saved me a job. Yep, okay, I can just go. It's 8:30, how did it get so late? That took me a while. Okay, so I now have the appearance of Nick Lightbearer, that's cool. That's a shame, I was hoping to sort of see what people's reactions would be to my new costume, but I guess I have to wait until after I've been spanked. Always the way, isn't it? You get nice new clothes, and then you have to go and indulge in a fetish. It's got to be done, though. It's got to be done. You know. Shh. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that bit quietly, but apparently that wasn't the way to do it. But whatever. Don't zap me, 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 don't zap me.
Daddy looks lifty.
Dang it!